welcome Laura and Victor. Robert Whitefield here, EXP. So Laura, I understand that you want to sell your property at 5617 Tanglewood Drive.
Maybe a condo or something.
Okay. And now how far from the beach is this?
Oh, I live like 20 minutes,
Okay.
maybe 15 actually.
Okay, cool. Cool. So I'm showing that our goal price is 195. That's the number that I'm looking at. And let's see. The base, I mean, obviously is 195 plus. Here's kind of what we're looking to do. And I just want to make sure, but this is all about you. But the numbers that I'm looking at is 195 plus. Now, in many cases, we've brought to the table much more than that for the seller. So our platform allows us to let the buyers transparently compete. And then in most cases, we drive a final sales price way above that. I just like to go with minimum standards just so we can work these numbers backwards for you. So I'm showing now, do you have, and tell me how many bedrooms and how many bath on this one?
It's a 4-2, no garage.
How much do you owe on it?
73 and some change, so like 74.
I'll call it 74 to be safe. And when would you like to be moved by?
ASAP.
Okay. Oh, no, that's
I got nowhere to go, but I'm ready to sell.
Oh, that's awesome. Well, and I always like to ask that because this is not only the highest and best value will you get, but it's done in the shortest amount of time. So we get things done pretty quick. So I always like to make sure the sellers are on board with that quickness. Let me walk you through it. So and we'll send you, I don't know if you received an email from Victor, but the email that you received from us is exactly what we can do for you. Our number one goal is to help you sell your 5617 Tanglewood property. Our number one goal is to get the highest and best price, shortest amount of time with the least amount of liability, hassle, and expense. What that means is we want to get you the absolute maximum sales price. That's the number one goal. But we also want to do it quickly. We don't want to take forever to get to there. We want to make sure that the liability is completely removed for you, and we'll protect you there. But more importantly, the hassle and expense. The hassle is people randomly coming into your home. We eliminate that. We do a 2-day Saturday and Sunday open house from 11 to 4 on Saturday. And I'll give you, it'll be in this email, so you don't have to worry about getting.
Perfect.
And we'll do it Sunday, 11 to 3. So we find that that's the best way. Anybody that wants to see it before then, we just simply tell them we cannot see it until the open house. We want to drive all the traffic to the 1-day, 2-day, those open house days. We've also designed a platform where you, the seller, traditionally, Laura, you as a seller would pay anywhere between 5 and 6% in commission. What we've done is we've created a platform that allows you to pay for your own agent and the buyer agent to pay for their agent. The same agent that's only job in the buyer agent is to negotiate against you, the seller. So we figured, hey, let's let the buyer pay for their own agent, saving you money. So
for sure, I love it.
We do a 3% listing, not a 5 or 6 like most agents and sellers are used to. One thing to remember, our number one goal is to drive you massive traffic to the open house, therefore getting you multiple offers that you get to look at and actually see in live time. And we'll walk you through that in a second. Now, how our pricing strategy works is taking that 195 into play. Now, if you notice, I have 195 plus because I'm not going to be mad if we get more than 195. I just want to let you know what our benchmark is. We are shooting for this number or higher. And kind of the method to our magic is we price our properties 15% below market, therefore driving massive traffic to the open house, literally a line around the block. And you can see why, and I'll show you in a second. Because here's the 3 strategies for pricing. You price it high, you're going to attract less buyers. That's a simple math question. You price it at market, you'll attract more buyers, sure. But when you price it below market, you get maximum buyers, therefore getting a bidding war. And that's what we've created is the opportunity for these buyers to place and get involved in a bidding war to drive that price up for you, the seller. So far, any questions on that, how that works?
No.
Okay. It's pretty common sense once you hear it.
That makes sense, like bring in more lower at the lower end, and then of course they're going to bid on it. So I love it.
Yeah, no, it's beautiful, and I'll show you an example in a second. It's fantastic. Here's our success timeline, and I always like to make sure that this works for you. This is what Victor and I were talking about as far as timeline for you, and we can get the property, get a 14-day marketing agreement anytime up to Tuesday, the 22nd. We could have it signed today, but it doesn't go into effect until right here, Thursday, the 24th. So I think that because we're doing a Saturday, the 2nd, Sunday, the 3rd open house. So this is when based on the timeline, that looks like it might work best for you. Does that sound like it makes it work best for you, this right here? The open
That
house?
does actually.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
because the next weekend I'm going out of town, so that would be perfect.
Okay.
Oh, well, yeah, I'll
Yeah.
be here that weekend.
Yeah, and you don't need to be at the open house. You just need to let Victor gain access to the property is all.
Awesome. Okay.
This is the stuff that you'll do in the meantime. We have 9 days on average before anybody sees the home. So we want to make sure we get the property in its cleanest condition. We want to make sure the front interior and the yard are looking its best shape. We want to get nice photos. We want to make sure your smoke detectors, your carbon monoxide, and we want to address any and all repair item. So anything that's like maybe wonky, loose, we want to tighten up the, just go around the house and make it feel real ready to go.
I have contractors coming in to do some painting, backsplash, and countertop.
Okay. Yeah. So this right here, once that's all done, you want to get photos and kind of update and kind of show those off. We don't want to show off too many photos because we want them to actually have to come to see the home. That's where the magic happens. And we'll go live on the 24th. We go active on the 28th, Monday. And all the buyers have to wait until Saturday and or Sunday, September 2nd and 3rd. What we do is everybody that comes to the property, we get them fully vetted, proof of funds, pre-approval, before anybody can place an offer. Not just everybody can place an offer. We want to make sure they're fully vetted and ready to go with proof of funds and pre-approval. So that happens, and the offers are due that Wednesday, September 6th at 7:00. And I'm going to show you the website in a second to show you where they go. Our number one goal, and this is the big number, is to get you under contract on or before Friday, September 8th, where you have a buyer, you're under contract, you're ready to go.
I love it.
And that would get you closed up on or before Thursday, October 8th. Most of the transactions that we're doing are anywhere 21 and 25 days. This is a 30-day because that's what used to be the normal. Now everybody's doing it much quicker. So this is the timeline that, we have a few days. If something changes, that's fine. We can certainly make some in-flight adjustments if necessary. I've also added some examples. We've done over 800 of these. So we really know what we're doing when it comes to getting the highest and best price. But I'm going to show you an example. This one just closed. And this story is fantastic. This seller, have you ever met somebody that's just really a worrywart about everything? Well, this love him. He's a wonderful person. Chuck is a fantastic human being. When I first met with him, he was a for sale by owner, and he wanted $650. I knew his home was worth more than $650, but he wanted $650. That was his number that he had. And he kind of locked in on that number. Well, because he was, worrywart, we listed our property at $573 because we priced it 15% below. But as you can see, the offers start coming in. And they start coming in. You can see, you got Ellen, then Frederick, and it's transparent bidding. And it just drives that price up. It could, like Ellen started here. This was probably her max, but she started here and went all the way up to 634. Then the real bidding came. Then Joseph came in the next day. This is right around 4th of July. Joseph came in and put a 665 offer. This seller goes, I want 650. I'll take the 665. Take it. Let's run. Like a bird in the hand versus two in the bush. I said, Chuck, let's just let it play out. We still have another 2 days before we end this. So there's no harm. These buyers aren't going anywhere. So he goes, okay. Then when he got up to 700, he literally climbed through the phone. Please take it. Please take it. I go, Chuck, we still have more time, my friend. Please have some faith.
I love it.
I trust you. I trust you. Well, guess what? We got him 725. He wanted
100 more. I love it. Yeah, 75 more.
75,000 more than he wanted. And the buyer agent was compensated by the buyer. So not only did he get 75,000, he got 96,765 total in his pocket. Now, that is on a much higher sales price, but the results are the same because you can see where the buyers start to compete against each other they're not going to
Mhm.
miss out. Cindy, really, I don't know why they do this. They outbid themselves, but it doesn't matter because Masood came in and outbid her and it didn't matter. Cindy came back
Yeah.
in and look at that. Transparent offers, transparent commissions. It is a win-win for everyone. So that's our online offers platform. Everything is all detailed out here in terms of when the showings are. Okay. And when and how to get onto the online offers platform, when the offers are due, everything is right here. And in the terms and conditions, it tells them exactly, the buyers and the agents alike, exactly how this works. Does that make sense?
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. So it's fun. We're having a good time with it.
I know. That's why I was like, let's try it. It
Yeah.
sounds fun.
Yeah. So this is the email that you should have received, and it tells you why we do what we do. But at the end of the day, let's drive massive traffic to your property. You know, that's because at the end of the day, here's the thing: when buyers compete, you, the seller, wins every time.
So what all do you think that I would need to upgrade here?
Well, you're doing a great job already. I don't typically upgrade
Okay.
properties. I
Gotcha.
make them look in its best light, like this property right here. This was, God love him, but he was kind of a hoarder. So that would have shown poorly at the open house. So my only suggestion for him is to go in there and declutter everything.
I've done that.
Get a deep clean and get that yard organized, and then we show it in its best light. I'm personally not a fan of doing a lot of upgrades, because then when you do those upgrades, you're doing them for the buyer when you don't know for fact that that buyer wants those upgrades.
True.
They might want
True.
totally different upgrades. So I call it good money's gone after bad.
Okay.
You know, it certainly helps when you have an upgrade, especially kitchen and bath. But
Okay.
I personally, I just make what we have personally right in front of us, make it look in its best light. So that is what we do. And I think this timeline, it sounds like it makes sense for you. So this day right here, this weekend, because everything's based on our open house weekend, because we market it for 9 days before the open house weekend, and then we give 3 days of bidding. So this is the only thing that we need to probably agree on, because everything else can all make sense.
Like my mortgage is paid this month. I can pay next month. So that's perfectly fine to, do that for next month. Or if it sells that quick, I don't have to pay it till the 15th. So
Yeah, we typically take 14 days to get you under contract and another 30 days to get it wrapped up. So it's about a 45-day process from the start of us marketing to the day you close. On a traditional, sometimes it's sooner than that, but it's a good rule of thumb to figure 45 days from start to finish.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Any other questions?
I know, but just be patient.
Yeah, I tell you, it's fantastic. So step one is to get the listing agreement signed. And Victor can send that out to you via electronic signatures. And then what we would do is we'd put together your own website for your property, like this one. And then we'll get you prepped and ready to go for the open house weekend, and away we go.
Perfect. I'm excited and I'm ready. The
Awesome.
house will be ready by Monday. So that's perfect. Perfect timing.
Good.
Perfect.
Victor, any questions from you, my friend?
No, I mean, this is pretty straightforward.
Yeah.
And, I just I was explaining this to Laura when I first started bringing it up, was, this is the way it should be done.
Amen.
And it's not done this way.
So Laura, I'll send you, but you just let us know if there's anything. The ball is in your court, you're in Victor's court. Once you have the signed contract, send me the photos, Victor, that you need. We'll get started on helping you with your getting it on the website. And it's going to be a pleasure working with you, Laura.
Awesome. Same here. I'm excited.
All right.
All right.
Well, if there's nothing else, you guys
Robert.
have an amazing evening. And
I'm having more amazing.
All right. So,
Thank you, Laura.
I'll see you
Thank
guys.
you. Just let me know when to sign and we're good to go.
I'll send it your way.
Okay. Thank
Thanks.
you.
Bye, guys.
Bye-bye.